Hey everyone, welcome back to DIY Beauty on Purpose. This video is packed with tons of Dollar Tree crafts you are going to love.
It is a beautiful sunny day today, and we are headed to Dollar Tree to find new items to craft specifically for spring. I found these garden fences. We've seen them every year. They come out and they are so good, not just for your garden, but for crafting. We're going to start with these two boards that I found at Dollar Tree. They have a beautiful design already, but I'm going to switch them up just a little bit. I'm going to give them two coats of Waverly chalk paint in the white, and I'm going to do the same thing on both of them. If white is not your thing, you can always use any other color. I think a beautiful teal color would be great. I'm going to take this marker. This one's from Artisa. You can use any marker you have on hand. And I'm just going to start distressing the edges. I'm just going to go just on the edges. I'm not going to mark every single space in the edges, just here and there. And then in some spots, I'm going to go a little thicker for a little bit more of a distressed look. Now that we have the boards nice and distressed, we're going to bring in the first fence. This one, again, they're all the same size and they have like 4 panels. I'm going to take 2 of each end, and I'm going to first mark with a ruler so that I can cut using my shears and go as straight as possible. Don't worry if it's not straight, because I'm going to show you a little trick that I found while working with these fences. They're a very soft material, so using a blade knife after you've cut them to kind of slice anything that is left sticking out works perfectly. You just have to be careful. You don't want to hurt yourself, of course, but if you slice going away from you, it worked really well for me. So I just took a very sharp blade knife and sliced here and there until I found it to be as smooth as I can get it. So then once I had them where I wanted, it's time to attach them to each board. I'm going to use a combination of hot glue and E6000 to make sure that I have a quick hold as well as a permanent one. These worked really well. They're very close to the same width of the boards, so it looked very natural. They do overlap just a tiny bit, and I did the same thing on the other one, so they both match. Now it's time to bring some florals. These ones I just had on hand. They have a blue tone, but you can use any color you want. I'm going to cut the stem as much as I can and leave about 1 inch left because I don't want them to look too much inside the fence. So I'm just going to start threading them right from the top, and I'm going to place between 4 and 5 on each one, making sure that I'm arranging as needed. You can still see a little bit of the stem, so we're going to cover that up using some ribbon. This is ticking stripe ribbon that I got from burlapfabric.com, and I do have a link down below in the description box if you want to check out their products. They have amazing products. I'm going to make a very simple bow, tie it in the center with some jute string, and hot glue it right on the top of the fence. So that we can hang these on the wall, I am going to take some jute string and just going to hot glue it as well as duct tape it to the back. This is going to give me a nice, secure, and clean look so that if I gift it to somebody, it looks nice and professional. And I love the way this turned out. I love the simplicity of them, how fresh they look, and they both will look beautiful in any spring decor. For this next Dollar Tree craft, I'm going to take this leftover home sign that I did a couple of years back and never sold, and it was just laying around in my home. So I'm just going to cover up that home portion using chalk paint, and then I'm going to take another one of those fences and I am going to remove 2 ends. This time I'm going to use 2, maybe 1 and like 1/3 or 2/3 of the ones on the sides, and I'm going to cut them using my wire cutters. I think that the shears worked better than the wire cutters, but it both worked. In this one, I'm using permanent glue from Dollar Tree as well as hot glue, and it worked just as well as the E6000. So I'm just going to hot glue it right on the bottom of it. We're going to do something a little bit similar to what we just did, but it's going to be a little different. It's going to give you another idea. So once I had it where I needed it, I just kept adding hot glue here and there until all the pieces were nicely attached. We're going to bring some florals once again. These I already had on hand. We're just going to use these eucalyptus pick just to kind of guide me in where I want to drill a couple of holes. Because this board is real wood, I'm just going to drill them, and then I'm just going to thread some jute string so that we can attach them and tie them on the back. Before we tighten the jute string, I am going to place all of my picks inside of it. So I'm going to take a few different flowers here. These are all from Walmart and I love the vibrant colors. So I'm just going to start placing them one higher than the other, and that way it's going to have nice and height and texture. Once I had them where I wanted them, I'm just going to fluff them as needed and then flip it over and tie it in the back. Nice and tight so that it does not go anywhere. And then it's time to bring in one of these dragonflies. They're so beautiful. They have these in the spring and summertime all the time at Dollar Tree. I'm going to cut off some of the stem using my wire cutter, and then I'm going to thread it on the opposite side of the florals just for an added touch of color and beautiful touch. I'm going to thread it in there, but I'm also going to hot glue it on the back just a little bit for extra security. Instead of adding a bow on this one, I am going to add this beautiful vibrant sunflower just to hide all that knotting and all that jute string. But look how gorgeous this looks. I love the colors. I love how vibrant it is, and it will look great in any decor. For the next Dollar Tree spring craft, I'm going to take this welcome wooden sign from Dollar Tree. I love that it has these little cute details of a potted plant, a little rake, as well as the boot that serves as an L. How cute is that? I'm going to give everything one pretty heavy coat of Waverly chalk paint in the white, and that's going to be everything, including all the little details, because then we're going to come back and touch up on all those details with some other colors. That way we have a nice white background and then add some color with that. While that dries, I'm going to take this beautiful chalkboard. It's a first day of school chalkboard. I'm just going to remove the jute string, and we're going to give it 2 coats of this bare chalk paint in the mint green. And while that dries, we're going to bring back that welcome sign. Now we're going to add some color. We're going to have some fun with this. I'm going to bring in that marker once again, and I'm just going to trace all the edges again just to add dimension and a little bit of distress. But I'm not going to do the thicker distress, just a little bit of outline. And that was perfect. And then we're going to bring in some different colors. This is a Venetian Yellow by Rust-Oleum Milk Paint. I'm going to do the little potted flower with it. And then the pot is going to be in a nice, beautiful green by Bear. And then the rake is going to go black on the bottom and light blue on top. And then the boot is going to go black, and I'm going to do that with the permanent marker. Friends, I would love to connect with you on Facebook, Instagram, and Pinterest. And I have those links down below in the description box. When you are done watching, I would love for you to check it out. It is now time to attach it to the board. We're just going to hot glue it in place towards the top of the board. On the bottom, we're going to add some beautiful florals just to make that yellow pop. These I got at Walmart last summer season, and they're gorgeous. I cut them up in little tiny branches, and I'm just going to hot glue them all along the bottom, making sure that I'm not adding as much glue because I don't want to add ribbon or anything to this one. So I'm just going to keep adding them until they're all covered. Towards the end, I did take some leafy greens that I had left over, and I'm just going to hot glue them here and there to cover where you can see some stems, and then you see maybe a little bit of more glue. That way it's going to look natural and not have to add anything to it. I thought at first I wanted to drill a hole on the opposite end of that other hole, but then I decided to do something different. It's something that I did recently. I'm going to take some nautical rope. I'm just going to knot it in a tight knot, and then I'm going to hot glue it in the front of the sign, right where the holes were. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. I'm going to cut off that excess rope real close to the knot. And then I'm just going to hot glue the remaining nautical rope to the back. This is going to make it look like it's been knotted through the hole, but it's just an illusion. I think it turned out so beautiful. I love to know what you think of this one. It's one of my favorite from today because I love that yellow. On a recent trip to Dollar Tree, I found these heart-shaped wreath forms. They're perfect for Valentine's Day, but I think they're good for any other part of spring. So I'm going to take one of them and I'm going to wrap it up with this beautiful burlap green ribbon from Dollar Tree. I'm going to use the entire roll. I was hoping it'd be enough to cover the entire thing, but it wasn't. And then I didn't have any more on hand at least, and I didn't want to go back to Dollar Tree. So we're just going to wrap it around as tight as I can, covering the entire wreath form. And then I'm going to take some neutral color burlap ribbon, and I'm just going to finish off in the area where we didn't have enough. I know you love watching video tutorials, but if you love a written format, I do have a blog that I post every single week, and I have these videos in a written format, so check it out. It is linked down below. All right, so I'm going to attach, like I said, the neutral color burlap just all around that little area. Now, you're not going to be able to see it because we're going to cover it up with some florals, but I wish I would have had enough so it's just nice and even. But it's okay. It worked out in the end. So I'm just going to secure it in the back with some hot glue, and then we're going to add some florals. These are some florals that I got from my mother-in-law for Christmas. I love when she gives me some floral picks because she knows that I love to craft with them. I'm going to cut off some excess stems, and we're just going to start placing them here and there in between on that upper right corner of the heart. I'm going to clip a little hole on this one just so that I can get that stem right in there with some hot glue, and it's not going to go anywhere. I'm going to fluff it and bend it as needed so that it has the shape of the heart. And then I'm going to add some picks here and there, some single ones, just to kind of fill it in and on those gaps that you can see a lot of that ribbon. And then we're going to bring in some cute little pink flowers that I also got from my mother-in-law for Christmas. We're just going to start adding hot glue and placing them all in that kind of like center area, moving towards the bottom and the top wherever it needs it. And we're just about done with this one. I gotta say, I think this one is my favorite. I love them all, but I just love the color combination. That green and that vibrant coral red is stunning. I love this wreath. Let me know what you think of this one, and let me know what you think of all of them, really. I'd love to know which one is your favorite. And as always, my friends, I have another video here with tons more of inspiration for you. Check it out. I'll see you later and have a blessed day. Bye.